Good morning, y'all. It's Sunday morning. It's August 10th, and I'm Rachel. I'm gardening for myself and for butterflies on the Alabama Gulf Coast in Zone 9A. It's 78 degrees out here, and because it's August 10th, that means we have another 3 months of summer. Yeah, I said what I said. It's like second summer. And I have been potting up seedlings and ripping stuff out and rearranging. Yesterday I moved the fountain. I had faith that could move fountains. And my husband was just like, and if you say for it to be cast into the sea, it will. Anyway, it's kind of a play on faith that moves mountains. But, but I did move it. And I can't wait to show you that. And we've been having butterflies and creatures. And just come along with me and I'll show you. It feels so nice out here. There's a breeze. Oh, wow. I've been ripping out some things that had just died out. And then right here, I've got this buddleia, and I had those butter daisies all around that. But I've been shopping my yard, and I dug them up, and I potted them up. This front area here, I'm gonna totally like redo, but I just haven't had time. But I moved the fountain. Gonna show you. Look at this gomphrena. I thought it had played out and it looks amazing. I ripped all the gomphrena out from over here, but it just looks really good. And look, these are my dahlias, those purple dahlias that I started from seed. These have been so prolific and amazing, and I haven't done anything to them. I barely even deadheaded them. That has been such a shocker to be able to grow dahlias from seed. Totally doing it next year. So I've ripped everything out right here so I could walk through here again. And then my hyacinth bean vine, this is like moon something. It's not flowering. So I don't know if that's how it goes, but look at this. I cannot believe that is growing so well. I don't have more flowers on it yet. So here we're coming around the corner. Now we can finally walk through here. I moved the fountain right here so I could see it from the window. You know, because originally I wanted to be able to see it straight on here, but then everything grew out, and now I'm starting a new little garden with short things in the front. And these are also things that I dug up from the yard. So right there is a bunch of wishbone flowers. So just imagine pink, 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 and then of course we got purple. You can see the purple. And then I'm gonna get another butter daisy. You see that? That thing's gonna get big. And I'm just gonna, it's just gonna be short things. And then in the back right there, I'm gonna plant more zinnias. Over here, I have ripped some stuff out because what I want is I wanna have zinnias at eye level. So I've planted these up. I'm gonna do more. I ripped everything out that was living right there, and I'm just gonna have more pots here, here, and I'm probably gonna cut back this black and blue salvia and have them there, because these are all my seedlings of my zinnias. And if they grow like, well, let me show you. See that pink right there? If they grow as tall as that, wow, I will be able to see that from the window. And then it's been really fun since yesterday, having the fountain right there where I can see it. The other great thing about having this pulled out and moved and having just short things, short to medium things in the middle, and I have a path through here now. I'm gonna redo this and weed it. But that is just making everybody so happy. It's more accessible to the bees, to the butterflies. They like to have clear paths to fly through, and this is doing it for them. I've planted the plumbago over here by the fence. It was in a pot and it was just not happy. And so what I'm hoping will happen, I've been dreaming of doing this ever since I heard Joe from Joe's Texas Garden said that she went to a nursery and they had plumbago like trained on a wall. And I'm hoping that'll work here, but we'll see. It has some zinnias growing up in the middle of it too, but this is going to be a grand experiment. I've been pulling out a bunch of weeds. It had gotten so weedy and bad, and everything is rather spent looking, but once I trim it, it will pop back up and make second summer so great. So just imagine right behind here, tons of zinnias growing tall, tall, tall. Also, my mother-in-law didn't need as many pink salvias as I had planted, so I'm going to pot these up. See, they're in small, small pots. Put them in bigger pots, and then I'm going to put them in the front yard and in some of that flower bed. But don't they look so lovely? They bloom in the early morning, and yeah, that's lovely. These are the zinnias that I'm putting all my hope on. Look at this dahlia. This is one that I started from seed and it fell over and I had to cut it all the way down, and I thought, just forget about it. And it started regrowing. So I've potted it up in something big and I'm hoping it'll bloom soon. Just real quick, this is the way it looks with me saving seed. I yanked the plants out and threw them in here to dry, and it just turns into a craziness. But I'm saving as much seed as possible. I even have, I can't remember what that is, but lots of that. Oh yeah, it's amaranth, and that looks gross, doesn't it? And it's that Purple Majesty millet. I've only just gotten started on this. I planted out some ferns and some spider lilies, and I've got a bunch of other things that I want to plant back here. I want to put elephant ears, things that'll get tall, and then I put this little stone stair steps, so if anybody falls in, they can go over there and get out of that secret pond fountain. I've also got to get just a lot. There's a lot that needs to be done back here. I have some random vinca and coleus growing in a pile of dirt that I dumped back here, so I'm going to transfer those too. Oh, my shampoo plant is just starting to turn. Isn't it just spectacular? Look at this thing. It dies down when it gets cold, and then you think you're never gonna see it again, and then it comes back like this. A tiny, tiny Gertrude Jekyll on August 10th, y'all, and she smells just as beautiful as her giant first blooms. I should have showed you this closer up. Isn't it lovely? And from seed. I've forgotten to mention how much I'm loving the passion flower vine growing on the little bird feeder thing. That has been really a joy. I wanted it to cover it completely, and it has. And that's a lizard house. The lizards live there. And also, it's kind of a wasp house, because right under that little thing, that little overhang, there's a wasp nest, and I haven't done anything to it. But they haven't done anything to me. Although this week I did get stung in my armpit, of all places, by a wasp. That was miserable. My arm is just now starting to not be itchy and swollen. But not much going on here, except this is, of course, the butterfly flyway. But I did want to mention, I had thrown out some Gomphrena seeds, and so I've got seedlings coming up. And then when I weeded, I was tossing out zinnia seeds, and look, I've got new seedlings coming up. So this is going to get a refresh during this next 3-month second summer that we're going to be having. So I'm thrilled that all the butterflies will have something to drink. Oh my goodness, I'm out here at the pond planting my first little plants, and look, there is a little froggy in the pond already. I'm putting little ferns and things. I'm shopping my front yard. Big guy. Hey, big guy. I've decided that I'm going to dig up these butter daisies and put them in containers. So this is kind of a shopping my yard kind of deal. I'm also going to put these wishbone flowers in pots, thus shopping my yard. The butterflies and I are so very thankful that we have had rain and rain and rain. We even had rain not long ago, like 30 minutes ago. You can't tell. I mean, I guess you can hear the dripping But everybody came out again. They all hid from the pouring rain, and the sun came out, and now they're all out enjoying the freshness. Look at this gorgeousness. Oh, there's so many Gulf fritillaries too. In fact, I'm about to release a Gulf fritillary. I just happened to see it when I looked at my little cages that have all my Gulf fritillary chrysalises in them. Look at these cuties. I think she's trying to escape. Yeah, she went and hid, and he's like, what? I want to love you. It is pretty cool that all the plants are glistening. Let's see if I can get this one. Oh, yes. You are beautiful. This is Anna Tithonia, that Mexican sunflower. They dearly love it. And I can let it grow in the front yard. I wonder if these are about to mate. They might possibly. I don't know. I need to release that Gulf fritillary so it can also enjoy being out here. I found this piece of Gulf fritillary wing on the ground yesterday, and I thought I would take an opportunity. I found this piece of a Gulf fritillary wing on the ground yesterday. I thought I'd take an opportunity to show you in the sunshine how silvery those spots are. Do you see them shining? It's hard to see that when they're flying around, but the spots that look white are actually silver, and I just find that to be so magical. I have a Gulf fritillary to release. It hasn't been out long, so I don't know if it'll try to fly away. Earlier I showed how silvery those white patches are, and I'm hoping it shows in this video with the sun shining as bright as it is how shiny silvery they are. Oh, if I turn it like that, you can kind of see. Isn't that epic? You know, there are some chrysalises of some butterflies down in South America that are gold and silver. The outside of them are. I lost my voice. The outside of the chrysalises are. But this, so beautiful. I want to video it as close up as possible. Oh my gosh. I hope that's translating onto the video of how shiny. I mean, don't you love it? Like, don't you love it? I'm embarrassed about the dirt under my nails. I've been out potting stuff up this morning. But let's see if she'll get on, and I don't know if it's a girl actually, but yeah, let's put it on that. Oh yes, there we go. You're gonna love that. That's Tithonia. That's Mexican sunflower. It's gonna be one of your favorites. This is why you want to raise butterflies, so you get a chance to hold them and look at them up close. It's just the most epic and rewarding thing. And it's not hard. That's what I want everybody to know, that it's not hard and it's not scary. I wonder if it'll take an opportunity to drink out of this flower. That hummingbird that you see right there in the center just came up and flew up kind of in my face and was just like, what are you doing here? I mean, it was like, seriously, like, this is my garden. What is happening? They're very territorial, even to people, apparently. Do y'all remember the time that I found one of these? I just looked it up and I think it's a giant leopard moth caterpillar. It's got some like red, can you see those little red dots in there? And see how shiny it is? Wow. But one time I got one and I put it in a container and it had parasites, which was really gross. So I'm not gonna try to raise this, but it is huge. I gotta show you compared to my hand how big it is. Now that he's unfurled himself, look at that. Look how big he is. Look how shiny he is too in the sun. Just so phenomenal. He's also wet because I dropped him in the grass. But I want to put him somewhere safe. Hopefully he has not gotten a parasite in him already. But look at that giant beauty. How cool. How cool is that? I hope y'all find one of these one day. You see his little feet hanging on? Those little feet. I've put him in a pot with my Big Mama Rose, and hopefully he'll be safe. Oh, I think he's already left the vicinity. There he is in the pot with the Big Mama Rose, and I hope that it'll be safe here. I also have my mother of thousands in here, and look at it. Every single little thing on the edge of this plant is another plant. Isn't that amazing? Here's some of my rescued wishbone flower, and I just popped the tops off of them, but this is the color that they're gonna be. But I was over here and then I realized I need to show y'all the coconut again. This is the coconut that we found on the beach, and we tried to sprout it and it never did, and I just kind of threw it out in the yard, and now it has a seedling growing out from the side of it. This is a I think it's called a golden agastache. I used to think it was a coleus that was coming out, but no, it's that. And let's see if I can show you closer up the root. Let's see if it'll, that's what it's growing out of, just that little crevice right there. So I hope that the roots will worm their way into the coconut, and we'll just have a plant growing out of a coconut forever. Oh my goodness, y'all. I saw this green on here. It didn't dawn on me what it was, but look, the seeds on this Purple Majesty millet are sprouting. Those are actual sprouts on the Purple Majesty millet. I wonder how they would grow, what they would grow into. This is August 6th, and I have another Gulf fritillary to release. Isn't it just so gorgeous? We've been having one storm after another, rainstorm, which has been really great because I haven't had to water anything in several days. Every time the sun comes out, all the butterflies just rush out as quickly as possible because there's no telling when another will come rolling up. So I've got to put this out now, and hopefully it'll be able to find a special spot to hide when the next worm comes rolling through. The secret garden is looking more and more fun. Here's another first for me. This is a zinnia seedling popping up from a spent seed zinnia flower blossom. Wild. Kale mushrooms in the morning sunshine. In the middle of rearranging the garden, and it is just in a state of confusion. But there is a monarch butterfly over there on a dahlia. Let me zoom in. Right there. I have another Gulf fritillary to release. I'm going to put it on this beautiful puff of a zinnia right here. Hopefully it'll step up onto it. Oh, there we go. There. So pretty. Do you ever just sit and just
look at your garden. I do. I sit here for a few minutes trying to catch my breath because, oh my gosh, I am doing some hard work. I am moving dirt and moving some big pots. But look at all the butterflies. What a bunch of cheer. Ooh, there's a good one. Oh, where is it? Oh, yeah, in the center there, y'all. And God said, let there be butterflies. And there were butterflies. And they were everywhere. And they brought so much joy and happiness to everyone. Want to feel good? Go and watch a butterfly. Don't get thee to a nunnery. Get thee to a butterfly garden. This is the zinnia that I took a cutting of and rooted. And of course, I could have gotten a plant from seed way faster than doing this, but look how pretty healthy it is, and look at the root system on it. Pretty good. Butterfly enjoying what I'm about to do here, which is plant this along the fence. Had one after the other of Gulf fritillaries. That one just emerged, and this is kind of the juice that came out of it when it opened up. I found these caterpillars as eggs on my cherry tree, and I thought at the time that maybe they were caterpillars of the tiger swallowtail, and now I'm not so sure, and they could be some kind of moth, or they could be some kind of, like, I think it was called red spotted purple, no, red spotted purple, that's it. So it's still a mystery, but they really are taking a long time to develop. Oh, whoa, he just pooped. Did you see that? That one's only an inch long. It's funny, they both came out at the same time, but this one is bigger than the other one. And wow, but they're starting to really speed up with their eating. So hopefully I'll have some news of them soon. This is a close shot of them together. I don't think the big one likes the little one. The big one just hit the little one in the head. So they don't want to share a leaf. That's okay, because I got plenty for them. I just cut this new branch off of my cherry tree. Oh yeah, see, he's gonna go to that leaf, so they don't have to share. These darling little mushrooms are growing out of the side of this pot. Look at that. How cute. A perfect sweet spirit rosebud. This is in August. A sweet spirit rosebud that may have been eaten by thrips. I'm not sure.
thank y'all so much for watching. And I hope that y'all have been having an awesome time playing out in your gardens. And I can't wait to find out what's happening. And I'm sorry, I still have not answered comments. I know that it really is unforgivable. I mean, seriously, I'm angry with myself. But seriously, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna do it. It's been a little cray-cray recently. But I am so glad that I get to share this with you, and I wanna see and hear what's been happening with y'all. God bless y'all. Let's play outside, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.